But when I showed that, they were less interested. They're like, oh, this is boring, it's slower, you know. I do have a very, I would say, a bodied group, and I appreciate what Mr. Sawyer had said about, you know, if you think about an underserved population, one of the few things you can control is your body, and I see that coming out in my class a lot. So I'm just, you know, curious, any resources or questions y'all have that have been effective that I could get this conversation to continue in my class, I would appreciate. Thank you so much.
Just a note, we are running out of time, so we've got to respect the time, and we have one more comment.
Can I ask a clarifying question real quick? Are you saying resources for you or resources for your students?
For me to share with my students.
Okay.
I'll throw out there that in your district, if you're in Roseville, there is a woman named Pamela Booker who is one of the most incredible activists in the Twin Cities area, and she is doing incredible work. She's already in your district, and so I would say start off by connecting with Pamela and asking her some of how she can support you in that work and how you can work with her in that. And also fight, because it looks like her funding might get cut and she's not going to be in your district next year, so you're going to have to fight for that as well. But I'll just start right there. Anybody else can chime in on that. But knowing that she is in your district, oh, huge resource right there.
I just want to add, you can contact, and I'm putting this out there for them, that you probably could contact any of these speakers that are up there and they're very accessible, their information is out there. If not, you can contact me to get their information to you know, if it's, for example, Kino teaching youth to do spoken word or dance or drama. I think that's one of the great things we can do is getting these. And then there's so many online books for youth that relate to hip hop. That are dedicated to social justice. And there's a number of people here involved in Save the Kids, which is about the elimination of incarcerated youth. So I think there's a lot of resources you can just touch base with these people. So hopefully that helps. One last question.
Oh yeah, actually I had a comment, in fact, but I was thinking about it for so long I almost forgot. The thing about it is that I didn't really know anything like everybody else was saying about this big Harlem Shake thing going on until when I watched the news the other day, and the video is actually, there's like there's a majority of white kids dancing and not really doing the Harlem Shake at all. I'm from Gary, Indiana, which is like a predominantly African-American city, and we used to do that dance all the time. In fact, like on lunch hour for 30 minutes, we'll go to what's called a sock hop and dance for that period of time during lunch. So the dance that I saw them doing wasn't actually the Harlem Shake, and I just thought that, you know, maybe they just couldn't do it or something like that. And so, no, seriously, so,
They probably can't.
you know, and then my parents were saying, oh yeah, you know, they were hockey players and they were going to get scouted at a game and they got suspended, so they couldn't even play at the game. And my parents were like, well, I think that that's good. I think that they should have got suspended for that, because if they want to dance like black people, then they should get in trouble like how black people get in trouble. You know how at the other school there was a lot of, they were saying that there was a food fight or a riot that ensued when really it was like a discussion between, I think it was whites and Somalians at the other school. But anyway, that's one different thing. So I was offended by that, because I was like, well, if they want to dance, if they want to do the Harlem Shake, why can't they? If that's supposed to be African-American dance, so what? We're sharing it, we display it on TV so that we all can share and we all can take part in each other's cultures and rejoice in it. So what's wrong with that? Why should they get suspended just for wanting to do a dance? That's kind of insane. So when I came here and I was invited by a friend on Facebook to come and to watch about this Harlem Shake thing, I'm thinking like, why is it so huge? Like, what's really going on? And when I got here and I learned about, cultural appropriation, is that what it was called? It just opened up my mind to things that I never paid attention to, like what he was talking about with the white privilege, and discussing on how, in reality, like we go back, like refer back to slavery, in reality, Irish people were the first slaves. Nobody really talks about that. They couldn't keep that going because they blended in with other individuals, and Africans and Native Americans were also slaves. It's true. You can look in the history book. We're also slaves, but black people kind of were a little bit stronger, so it lasted longer, and plus you'll be able to see the difference between them and other people. But my main thing is that it's never really going to stop. Like you were saying that white is just a term that was created for capitalism or what have you. Because he's Irish, he might be you could be German for what I know, or French. But if you put every person that looks a certain type of way underneath one umbrella, there's power in numbers, basically. So it sounds kind of like the white privilege was started in order to assist with capitalism, so that it'll be a trickle down effect while you're receiving privileges. Not purposefully, but also stepping on on others' toes or what have you. So I don't know. I just wanted to make that comment. Is that I appreciate everybody coming out. Like, I learned so much, and I'm really thankful because this is a debate that's been going on in my house ever since they showed them dancing, and I didn't know what the story behind it until now. So I really want to thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Just really quick, thank you to the speakers, thank you to the organizers. There's so many people that have organized this event. If you want to check it out again, please, look at, the Hamline, the Harlem Shake as Blackface, and we'll be putting up another event in an example to this and a reaction to this. And hopefully we'll get the videos up in the near day or two. There's so many people in the audience as well that do a phenomenal amount of work. I'm just looking at some faces. Shannon, that just wanted to kind of put out, and then Joanna. These are a lot of good social justice organizers in the audience. So please touch base with each other just on the side, the left or the right of you. So have a wonderful day, wonderful night. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, everybody. All the presenters.